all of you are being invited by your coach, maybe invited to Fit Club, to a 10 days Lean and Tone, to Lifestyle Hub trials, right? Started with invitation. And I believe you all go through health evaluation. Then after that, you actually got started with 10 days. And then if you are in Klang Valley or after you got started in 10 days, you also go through like Fit Club and Lifestyle Hub, right? And I think majority of you here haven't experienced Lifestyle Day because this year, because of the COVID, we don't have this physical event. This is a once a month, everyone come together, we do a recognition, we do a HOM, okay? Similar like what we're doing now. So after that, HOM is also concept overview. On a side note, but you can take note. Sometimes people ask, what is HOM? What is concept overview? They are the same thing, okay? HOM stands for Herbalife Opportunity Meeting. So concept overview is the same thing. It just sounds more customer language, if you get what I mean, okay? And then after that, we have Epic Retreat, which is everyone was looking forward. Hopefully we get to do it next year, no problem. And then moving on, which is team meeting, like you attending today. Okay, and then Superstar High Tea is also a physical event where we invite a special guest that's not from our team, from other organization, to give us some sharing and inspiration. Okay, so Elite Dinner is for is on a monthly basis for supervisors and above. So who can qualify? If you are a brand new supervisors, congratulations, you qualify for Elite Dinner. Okay, and then if you are an active supervisor that you are building every single month, there's different criteria for World Team, Active World Team, and Tab Team, but I'm not going to cover today, okay? I'm sure you will get there when you know it. And the next one will be Herbalife Training, which is our big events. And then you can write this down on your notebook for new people, okay? Herbalife events and trainings is not optional. And then highlight, underline, bold, the not optional. I see some of you laughing, but I'm serious. It is not optional. Later, I will share with you why. So last but not least is the coaches retreat. So again, hopefully we get to do it soon. Yeah, it's qualified by coaches who have been growing, contributing in 10 days and whatnot. So we were going to share with everyone soon. Okay. And before we begin, quick one from Meili. We have extended the spectacular tickets to 21st Monday. Oh, good job. Okay, perfect then. All right, so far so good. You get this idea? Okay, so we have ended the session today. Thank you so much. So this is the success cycle. Now, why I say this is because if you look at this piece of thing, right, you'll be like, yes, I'm doing, I understand, but then how? My people go into HOM, nothing or come out, or like, oh, my people don't want to join 10 days or like this and that. So it takes a lot of small steps and details in every single step of these steps, okay? So we're gonna get ready to dive in, okay? Put on your mask, put on your gear, we're gonna dive in right now. So one more thing to add is that recently we have added like a small steps into the success cycle, which is after the 10 days, we have this Q&A session, right? And then also after the HOM, there is actually this business activation workshop that can help you guys to, I see full screen, that can help you guys to master it better and move on to the next step better as well, okay? Now, like I said just now, belief comes before action, okay? If you want to have results, you need to be putting people into the system, which is your action, okay? But it's not just simply putting people inside. First, you gotta ask yourself whether you really, really, truly believe in the success cycle first. It makes a big difference, okay? You don't need to answer in the chat, right? If yes, that's great. If not, maybe you can ask yourself why. What is it that you are unsure, or what is it that you have doubt? So I highly suggest you to don't think by yourself, because you're gonna think until you're paralyzed. Also, you don't know what's going on. Talk to your coach, and then if you don't understand anything, why do we have Q&A? Why do we have to do this? Ask your coach, okay? But this thing is the most important. It takes one to believe in the success cycle before success cycle can really work for you. Okay. Now, like I say, we're going to dissect the diagram, right? So first, we're going to chop into 4. We have 4 quadrants. Okay. And today, every single quadrant, I'm going to share with you the income that comes with it and the checklist that comes with it. Okay. Now, this one, I'm sure no one's seen it before because I make one. So let's dive into quadrant 1. Okay. So quadrant 1, I believe most of you are pretty familiar with, unless you are really, really new, like you just joined last week. Okay. So quadrant 1, let's look at it, what we have, which is invitation, health evaluation, and inviting people to Fit Club or Lifestyle Hub. This is the first quadrant, right? Now, if you look at it, have you started earning in this first quadrant? Maybe not, right? Because you're just doing evaluation, you're just inviting, you're just putting people to exercise. So maybe you have not started any earnings, even retail income. But what you have is you are gathering a lot of leads. You are gearing up your skills. You are gaining lots of experience. You are handling rejections, okay? So, wait, why are my slides like this? Okay. So the first checklist for your quadrant 1. Okay, so I believe most of you all started with having your own product results. You know how to share your basic before after story, your progress, right? And then you have started to invite some people to Lifestyle Hub, to Fit Club. You are leveraging on your coach that, oh, this is my coach, help me to get results in 10 days. You know how to do ABC, and you know how to do wellness evaluations, and you are leveraging on day-to-day activities, okay? So if you have done everything on this quadrant 1, you can type in 2 in the chat, okay? So also write it down, this checklist. If you have not, then maybe it's time for you to relook into it. But perhaps it's not that details because there's still a lot of things to do, all the mini things, okay? But overall, this should cover you for quadrant 1 to at least be able to invite some humans into what we do. Okay, very simple, quadrant 1, good. So if you haven't kickstarted and inviting anybody, then don't worry about all the other things at the bottom. It's just for you to know, but your first step is always using the nutrition, talking to people and inviting people, okay? Now the next one, moving on, quadrant 2. Now, this is the time where we start to talk about cash or your income, right? Which is you start to have people getting started on a program, you're putting them into the 10 days challenge or 21 days or upgrading to MOP 8 weeks. So this is the moment where you start to entitle your retail earnings. Or for some of you, maybe a little bit of wholesale, okay? Small wholesale income, not big yet, which is you having customer consuming the program, all right? And then you have, so Lifestyle Day, all the yellow ones that we don't have right now, I won't focus on so much, okay? But I want you guys to get the idea how your income actually come about as you move, so that you don't ask, I'm doing so much, but how come my income doesn't match? Herbalife is so hard to do. I do so much, but I don't get the income. So you need to know where you are, what are you doing, and that whether it's matching or not. Okay, so let's look at quadrant 2. What do we have? The checklist where you start to do some retail, okay? But of course, if you're looking at retail income, it's not not doing once a while, it's every single month consistently. Then you get a solid retail income, right? So over here, maybe you start to master how to follow up. You start to master how to put your people into new product, upgrade to 5 days detox, inviting them into MOP, or they get excited for BTC, which is also very crucial in the business, okay? But these are still the, what we call the baby kindergarten income, okay? Very important to empty your glass, especially this is the moment where you need to absorb lots of the knowledge for like what? Nutrition knowledge. How do things work in the organization, in the team? How do you invite people? How do you promote a certain event properly? How do you promote coaches highlight? How do you promote a nutrition session? Okay, and then to qualify as a 10 days coach as well. Now, I'm not too sure if everyone actually seen this before, but when you start to have customers here, right, you are utilizing the 10 days challenge platform or 21 days, either one, okay, for most of you. But to qualify as a 10 days coach is another level, because it means that you have mastered getting customer base, you have mastered retail, and you have certain experience on how to deliver results and how to coach a client. Okay, now how do you qualify as a 10 days coach? It's like this. Anyone hasn't seen this before? If you haven't seen this before, put 3. Oh, so everyone's seen this before. Okay, we have some. So majority have seen this before. Very good. If you have not, then I can tell you, you need to set this as your goal. Or same goes to majority of the interns. They set this as the goal. Okay, so first you got to qualify yourself as a wellness experts coach first. Then you're moving on to having at least 10 customers, like I mentioned. Okay, but being a 10 days coach is a big role. Why? Because it's not just your customers counting on you. Everyone else is working as a team. Each and everyone's customer is counting on one another. Okay, so there's this training video that you have to watch. It's not to teach you how to do meal review, but it's for you to understand why are things done in a certain way. For example, why do we have light challenge? What is the purpose? And then why do we do this? Why do we do that? Okay, it's important for you to understand, because when you get started on this platform as a customer, what you go through, what you understand, and the language is different. And then if you are in this call today, then I believe you are transitioning to be a coach, or you see that you want to build this business. Then you need to start to change your perspective or put on a different hat, that you need to understand why are things done in a certain way, and no longer a customer. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then there's also this coaches agreement to make sure that you understand what is required of us, and also to commit at least 90 days with or without clients. But personally, if you ask me, I would ask you not to even look at the 90 days, because are you going to only do business for 90 days? No, right? If you give yourself 90 days, probably you are just learning to master certain skills. So with or without clients, qualify as a 10 days coach and grow in the success cycle. Right? Now the next one, getting serious now. Okay, so quadrant 3, what do we have? So quadrant 3 is where people start to maybe go through concept overview, or HOM. And just like you guys, so I would say in this chat room, majority of you would fall under, are currently going through quadrant 3. Okay, you are currently going through quadrant 3. And then for our old senior coaches, or you've been with us for some time, you need to evaluate where you are now. Okay, now for those of you who have people undergoing quadrant 3, okay, I repeat, if you have people undergoing quadrant 3, of course, you're still going to continue work on your retail, but your wholesale is a bigger wholesale income, not a small one, okay? Or perhaps some of you actually have started to entitle what we call royalties as well, okay? But maybe not a very big one, but you start to taste the royalty checks, okay? This is not definite, the retail wholesale is just to give you an idea to match, and then let you see at what stage, what you do, what kind of income stream you can unlock for yourself. Okay, so what is required in quadrant 3? Consistency in action. That one is no question, right? So when you're going through quadrant 3, it also means that you sort of know how to perform the basic survival skills. What are the survival skills? Invitation, wellness evaluation, retail. Okay, so you got to hear this. If you are here looking for few hundred, 1,000, very happy part-time income, you do these 3, no problem. Okay, that's good. But if you know what you want It's much more than that. You are looking for life-changing experiences. You are looking for a solid full-time income. You are looking for big things, okay? Then I'm sorry, these three things, you are just getting started. Haven't yet. Okay, so you need to continue, keep on moving forward. How? Always say yes to opportunities. Because you realize during this stage is, it's not just about doing evaluation. It's not just about doing retail anymore. Sometimes your coaches are asking you whether you want to try this, you want to give a try for that. Okay, so always say yes. Like if you notice, some time ago we were asking who wants to share their testimonial, who wants to be part of the product video. Okay, all these kind of small little projects, always say yes. Okay, last time when we grew up, we don't know anything, but we say yes first. And then also contribution action team. This one, it helps you to grow much faster when you be part of something bigger, when you are not just doing coaching client. Because at the end of the day, you need to remember, you need to really remember, we are building network marketing business. Okay, we are building network marketing business. We are not a retailer. But like I said, if your goal is the very happy few hundred, then it's okay, no problem. Okay, but if not, then this is the thing that you need to put in your checklist if you want to move forward. Contribution action team. So talk to your coach if you actually want to find out more how to become an action team, how to contribute to everyone in the team. Okay, and then constantly attend team meeting and every event. Again, highlight, underline, and bold, not optional. Okay, because this is not just about you attend or not. You should look at the next one, which is how many people you are going to bring to each event. So if you are really new, you just came on board less than 2 months and you committed to Spectacular, we give you a clap, okay? Give yourself a pat on the back, all right? But if you have been here for some time, it's not just about you anymore. So think who else you want to bring to Spectacular. Like maybe just share the good news. It's extended to 21st. So supposedly already no more since last night, but now you have few more days to make a change for your 2021. Okay, so how many packs you want to bring to Spectacular? Okay, if you want to grow to a supervisor, bring at least 3 people with you. Okay, 3 to 5. The more the better, of course, but minimum 3. If you want to grow to world team, bring at least 10 packs with you. If you want to go, enough. No, actually not enough because it's just member. This opens to all member, okay? But minimum, the number that I say is minimum. So if you want to go to active world team, minimum 20 people. If you want to go to get team, we talk in tap team meeting. Okay, next. So moving on, the last quadrant, which is the very serious bit, okay, the serious part of the business. And like I said, you start to entitle the bigger royalty, okay, where it's all about the corporate trainings, qualifying for all the events and trainings, and then duplicating another you to do the same thing from the start all over again. So what do you need to do on this quadrant? Personally qualify every single promotion, VIP seating, Spectacular, right? And vacation, checklist, very important checklist, vacation, okay? If you do not know where to start, what to focus on, you just starting to find a footing, no problem. If you don't know how to set your goal, also no problem. But make sure you set the HooiLi vacation as your goal for that year, at least. At least set vacation as your goal for that year if you're already a supervisor. If you're not yet a supervisor, your immediate goal is to aim for supervisor. And if you're already a supervisor, set 2021, you have to qualify for the vacation. Because by qualifying for the vacation, I can guarantee.com you that your business will at least be on track. Okay, you can put down at the site guarantee.com. Aim for vacation, all right? And to lead by example, like I say, it's about duplicating yourself to do the same thing. Now, if you have already do all this, you say, oh, quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm doing all of them and I think I master them pretty well. Now, your next question is, who are you going to duplicate these to to do exactly what you do. Has anyone been doing what you're currently doing? It's a yes or no question, right? And then if yes, how many is currently doing what you're currently doing? Then you write down. And also very important at this stage, like I said, it's not just about doing customer base. What about your image? What about your being? And what about your aura? Because if you are at this quadrant and aim high, then it means you are gearing up to be a leader soon. So this is very important. And then also when you talk or when you communicate with your customers, right? It's no longer just about the kg loss. It's no longer just about you want to consume cheaper or not, you want discount or not, like that. Do they actually know what you are here for? Why you are here for? Why are you doing this? What is your purpose becoming a coach? Maybe your background was a boss or director or something. So what brings you here? Do people know, right? Your purpose and your vision. That one is very, very important. Okay. So if you're up to here, you probably realize all the things and skills that you learned from the past weeks, they all make sense now and they all come together to make it complete. Like Jason's lesson on crafting a story is not a standalone thing that you just learn how to tell a story. But you got to use that technique to apply every single thing. Like when you share about your vision, when you share about what you do, how are you going to craft that version of story? Okay. Now the next one, if you want to unlock the production bonus, you got to do all of them again and again and again and again, repeat. Okay, I can't find the arrow like this, otherwise I would put this here, but you get what I mean. Okay, if you go through these 4 quadrants, duplicating this to someone else, and then again and again and again, that is how you grow not just your retail, not just your wholesale, but royalty and production bonus. Production bonus is at least when you are a Get Team and above. Okay, now before I move on to the next session, I want everyone to really take this seriously. If you want to earn the check from Herbalife, you have to do things the Herbalife way. Okay? So do you know who pay us the biggest check every month? It's Herbalife, right? So if you want to earn that check from Herbalife, for all the stories and events that you see and hear, then you have to do things the Herbalife way, as simple as that. No why, no reason, just as simple as that. Okay, and before that, I would like to invite 2 panels today. One is Vatsala and then one is Grace. They're going to take just a quick few minutes to share with you what they actually created in this year itself and how much they have grown through this success cycle. So Vatsala, are you ready? The first one. In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, coach, I'm ready. Thank you so much for giving me this chance. And also, my name is Vatsala. So early this year, I started off as a happy customer, and currently I'm working on my 4th cut world team, and also have built my business having 2 lines of intern coaches, first line and also second line intern coaches. And here's my income growth as well. So basically, I have a strong belief in the success cycle, and actually it helped me to leverage my business as well. So firstly, whenever I get a client or customer, I always put them into the 10 days lean and tone challenge, because that's the entry point, and because the system is ready, just need to put the people in, and then I'll be inviting them to the Q&A session, which actually Coach HooiLi mentioned just now. It's a new session, and also followed by concept overview by knowing their needs. So what I mean by knowing their needs is not everyone would be looking into a opportunity or a business point of view. So I will know, I will get to know from them first on actually what they need, and I'll be showing them, okay, you can actually get nutrition tips from this event, you can join this. So followed by whenever they attend the concept overview, probably they will already get the idea of the A, B, C, D. And when a person choose C or D, I will straight away invite them to the business activation workshop, and also work on their goal settings, and also have a focus group call, and followed by all the team trainings to groom the intern coaches. So for those who actually pick A and B, I'll continuously do, like how Coach HooiLi mentioned, I'll continuously give them what they actually need. So knowing their needs and having the strong belief in the system, and just putting the right person at the right event will eventually give you a big difference, and also grow your help to grow your business. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, before you go, I think we can have a little bit of more detailed questions. Yeah. So Vatsala, you mentioned that you invite your customers to Q&A and concept overview. Is it everyone also so receptive and open and ready to be in the Q&A and concept overview? So what do you say to them, or how do you actually invite them into the session?
Okay, thank you for the question, Coach. Actually, interesting question as well, because not everyone will say yes immediately. But actually, when I notice that the person is continuously asking me questions, and I would just say, wow, you have very nice questions, amazing questions. Why not you join our Q&A session and learn more from not only me, but other coaches as well. That's how I plug them into the Q&A session. So how this Q&A session actually helps me is that we will be also inviting them to the concept overview from there itself. So I don't really need to actually explain so much on inviting them to the concept overview, where they know if they want to purchase the program for their product for discounted price, they will actually ask me further. I joined the Q&A session. I heard about the concept overview. What is it about? I want to join. So they themselves will be asking me from the system. So that's how actually it helps me a lot. It's not that I continuously invite them to actually join, but I put them in so that the system actually speaks by itself to invite the people.
What about those who you specifically invite to concept overview? Because I heard you mention you find their needs, right? So
Yes.
maybe you can give just one or two example. What do you say so it can help others to learn what to talk to their customers that they can successfully invite to concept overview?
Yes, sure. Actually, for concept overview, usually I'll be telling them that there is an interesting session for whoever, like they don't really come to the Q&A. How I actually invite them to the concept overview is a different way. I actually tell them, this Sunday we have an interesting session, exclusively for those who are on the program. You can get to know more about the nutrition that you are consuming on daily basis, and also listen from amazing coaches transformation. You can actually motivate yourself continuously, because my clients, they undergo few seasons of 10 days, so continuously they also need some motivation and inspiration. So that's how I actually plug them in. I will say either you will get to know about the nutrition or the inspiration part, the motivation part. So the rest of it, again, the concept overview will do for me. Like, the system is so amazing and I love it. That's why I really put people inside the system.
Thank you. Thank you, Vatsala. So do you guys remember the chocolate factory now? It's similar, right? But you need to have the cacao to put in the factory in the first place. Yeah. Then how success cycle works is, imagine it's like a chocolate factory. You flow to one another, the next station, the next station, the next station, right? So this is amazing, Vatsala. Of course, to share with everyone, it is possible. It's not about fast, it's not about slow, but it is possible. She started to want to be a coach actually in May itself. Yeah. But through the success cycle, it's not only she grow herself to world team, and it's not only she grow herself a few intern coaches, but her intern coaches are also growing a few intern coaches. So that is how she has the first level intern coaches and second level of intern coaches. So they are going to be the next Vatsala. right, to go through the same thing. Thank you so much. So the next one, we have Grace Lim.
Hello, everybody. So today I'll be walking you guys through a little bit on my how I've been growing. So so early of the year on January itself, right? This is my organization volume. It was around 3,004, and then my last month.
Sorry, I give a little bit of background first. So everyone, just now what Vatsala shared here is in terms of her income, right? So what Grace is gonna share now, these numbers is not in terms of income, it's not in terms of her personal volume. She's gonna show you the next level, which is the supervisor volume, of which we call an organization volume. Okay, so means the growth of her organization. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So for January itself, it was at 3,004. But last month itself, it was one of the highest, not one of the, it's the highest amount throughout the year, which is 11,000. Yeah. So throughout this whole thing, the growth itself, it's grown by triple. So through the growth itself, I can probably share with you what I've been created. So in the journey of growing from 3,000 to 11,000, there were three brand new word team that were born. But at the same time, there were also intern coaches that were along the journey that is growing as well. So the goal over here is actually to take care of your PV, then eventually they will turn into your OV, which is your RO, right? But of course, the goal before they become a supervisor, they will also become an intern coach first. Yeah. So just now, as you can see that level 1, level 2, level 3, it's not just me doing it, but it's also I'm also duplicating what I'm doing to other people, to my team member here as well. So there's level 1, there's 7 of them, level 2, there's 2 of them, level 3, there's 3 of them. Okay. So over here, this is similar to what HooiLi has just shared, which is the success cycle itself. So when a brand new customer join in, right, they join in as a brand new customer, they join the tennis challenge. So after that, what's next for them is that, they post their meals and things like that. Then what most important out of the tennis challenge is to get their progressive photo, their results. Because without results, there's nothing much you can do. So when you get the results, what I'll do is I congratulate them and celebrate like crazy. Sometimes I've actually shared their transformation on to another customers, and when another customer say that wow, this is amazing, then immediately I screenshot it and send it back to them to make them feel that wow, they never knew that their result actually worth, or people are really seeing something in them. Then what happened next is that usually on every single first season of tennis challenge or even second season tennis challenge, I'll do a follow-up call with them, like literally face-to-face, not through text, not through voice note, but face-to-face video call, either through Zoom, through Messenger, or through WhatsApp. So from that itself, I'll ask, it's all about asking questions. So the one thing you can put in the mind is that each time when I do a follow-up call, at the back of my mind, it's always with the objective of doing invitation. Okay, so I start off, I don't just straightway invite the person, but I start off by asking a lot more questions first. Definitely start off by asking the basic question of tennis challenge, like how do you feel? Is there any challenges that you face? How's everything? And things like that, right? And I'll ask about their progress as well. But slowly after that, I'll also move forward and ask about their job. I will then ask about their life goals. Yeah, so I think it's not a common question that they always get or they get asked by people about, what's your life goal? But yeah, this is something that I've been asking my customers. I realized that as you listen to, you kind of hear different perspective on how they see things. Yeah, so through that itself, that's how I find out their needs and their what they want. And then from there itself, only then I do invitation to Lifestyle Hub or even to Concept Overview. So when I do Lifestyle Hub, usually they are already Sandiri will join workout session 1. Yeah, so they are like big fans of HooiLi, Meili, Benny, all of that. But at the same time, right, one thing is that I definitely emphasize a lot, which is to get them to join in the personal development session and also the nutrition tip session, because I think this is the part where people kind of miss out. I realized that as I push in a lot more effort into doing invitation to Lifestyle Hub, my VP for each person actually increases, because they tend to have, number one, the personal development sessions tends to help them to think better, that they don't simply listen to other people, they have a firmer they tend to be more firm in making decisions. Then the nutrition tip session, right, actually helps them to understand the importance of the nutrition. And at the same time, in our 10-day challenge, each of the coaches will actually share like what's our favorite nutrition. Sometimes we actually share about like certain things like apple fiber or detox, or basically like the particular nutrition that we promote. So from that itself, it kind of like bits and pieces of it actually, like set into the person's mind that eventually make the person wanting to get the nutrition, and not just for one time, but like in monthly basis. So that's why from, if you can see the OE itself, at first it was 3,000 by, until 11,000. Apart from the increase of the quantity of people, but it's also the increase of the consumption VP for each person. Yeah. Then of course, apart from getting good results and things like that, right, the next invitation is also to concept overview. So usually when I ask about their life goal and things like that, right, then from that itself, I will invite them into the wellness, the Sunday session, the 3:30 p.m. So usually it's either these two things. One, I will tell them that number one, it's either they want to consume cheaper. Since you've been here for a while already, I know that you love the nutrition. Would you like to learn more how you can consume cheaper? And also then I'll share them that there'll be some customer, they'll be sharing their stories from Singapore, from Malaysia. So that's how I invite a customer. But for a person that is wanting to join the concept overview, then what I'll say to them, the way I invite them is that I'll let them know that if you want to, if you're looking for a side hustle, you're looking for a part-time income, you're looking for something that can change where you are or to live out where you are, definitely you want to see what's the vision, what's the mission, and also what's like what a credential is that. So before you even decide to partner with them, right? So that's why that's how I usually invite for people that are looking for consume cheaper or people that are looking for opportunity. Okay. Then of course, before concept overview, I do their grounding. I don't straight away plug into it, because when you throw the person into it and the person apa pun tak tahu, then you can't help the person when they come out, right? You cannot expect them to understand or to see what you see. So the mindset grounding call is, I don't tell them mindset grounding call. I just tell them like a call, like a catch up call, like a follow up call to them. Then once when we have a call, I should let them know what to observe, particularly in the call. In the concept overview. So I'll tell them if the person is looking for results, then I'll ask them to look for more results and more stories, hear out more stories. If the person is looking for more for opportunity, I'll have them to share. I'll let them know that there'll be coaches, they'll be sharing their stories. They've been here for around quite some time. Some are new, some are brand new, some just got started, some have been here for years. Yeah, so you want to see them, each person has different growth. So like that. Then once the person go into the concept overview, chocolate factory go in, come out, and then from that itself, right, they get to choose A, B, C, D, right? So before the call, I constantly remind them you need to screenshot and then remember to choose your pace lah. So once they choose already, if they choose A, which is to become a happy customer, I'll tell them that great. So when you become a happy customer and you want good results, right, this is what you can do. Because through the follow-up call that I did previously, I know what they are lacking of. Maybe they are lacking of, maybe they find the fats is very stubborn to lose or things like that. So basically, I'll always upgrade like at least one nutrition, either fish oil, either TC formula, either apple fiber, or either the whole 5-day detox. Yeah, because these are the things that I constantly talk about right now. Yeah, then after that, or it could be also collagen and skin mask as well. Then for B itself, when they want to learn they want to become an ambassador and they want to learn how to consume cheaper. So what I'll do is that I'll tell them first thing first to congratulate them in their results. But at the same time, I also teach them how they can actually share on social media. I'll usually share them a guideline. And then once they actually tap it out, either they will send it to me and see. Sometimes they're very scared. Then they will like, can you help me CC? My English is very bad. Or can you help me CC? Is there anything that I missed out and things like that? So usually I don't really do a lot of restriction on that. But what I'll just do is that I'll just take note on what are things that they share. Then I'll just tell them that, okay, just go ahead. Yeah. Then C and D, it's the part where I'm just going to plug them straight away to business activation workshop. Yeah, and then with the business activation workshop, there'll be homework of goal setting, and then after that, I'm going to do a focus group together with them. So in the focus group itself is basically to transit them from customer to coach's mindset, which is what HooiLi shared earlier, and also to find out their why Herbalife and let them know that events and training is a must. Yeah, so going to the next slide, which is pretty much the last slide itself, it's where they become an intern coach. So when you become an intern coach, basically by weekly Wednesday, every night at 9:30 p.m. we have an intern call. So with that itself, it's a compulsory for you to join in. So how you graduate from this group is by having at least 3 customers. Then during this period of time, they will also become observer for 10 days challenge, and they're gonna contribute on 10 days by giving support and things like that. Then after that, the goal is very simple. Their only sole goal is to become a 10 days coach, which is to qualify as a 10 days coach with 10 customers. So from that itself, roughly they are close to supervisor already. So once they are close to supervisor or they are already at supervisorship already, then from that itself, I'm gonna apply. I will find out more with them, and then if they are looking to grow to the next level to build more solid customer base, then that's where they're gonna go to future work team call, which we have in by Tuesday, right? And then after that, for people that are already a work team and or even complete at least 1,500 volume point in the last month itself, then from that itself, and also looking to grow to the next level, to really see this as an option for as the way out from where they are, then they're gonna join the future active work team call. So this is how the growth from January to November, and also the growth from 3,000 to 11,000, and also the income growth from it, the OV growth. These are the whole success cycle of every single person goes through. Yeah, if they are the right person, then they will come to the end. Yeah, so that's it from me. Passing back to you, HooiLi.
Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you, ladies. So we have one last section to go through, right, for today's meeting. But so far, I think I want to take just a few seconds. You can type it down in the chat. What have you learned from the both of them? It can be pretty personal to you, or a particular step, a particular point. What did you pick up? You can type it in the chat, right? So from both of their sharing, it's pretty sure that they keep doing what they're doing. By next year, they're gonna have not just themselves, they will have a group of people doing together, working together. And then that is how they can at least pave the way towards the next level. So for Grace would be to grow towards a GET team, right? For Vatsala would be to grow towards an active world team. So Christine says that, yeah, you guys get it. You can see that they have the strong belief and they trust the process, just like that. And they put it in the chocolate factory and it works. So some of you learn the steps and tips. What are the things to say, working closely, believe, right? That's great. So awesome. Right. Now, before we move on to the next one, hold on. Okay. Is that we all need to know what's available at our fingertip. Okay. Like from their sharing, you hear a little bit here and there that we have a certain platform, we have a certain section, right? So you need to know what are they for, what is the purpose, how to use them, and then how to use them to grow your business, basically, all right? But before we proceed, I have one honest question I want to ask you guys, okay? Now pretend your coach is not here, don't worry. So I want to ask you guys, how many of you feel that there is many things going around, flying here and there? There's a lot of things you have to promote, have to attend, but you don't really know what are they for. You can put me in the chat. You feel that there's a lot of things going on, but you don't know what are they for actually. Now, every day there's Lifestyle Hub, how many sessions to promote, and then weekend got this, got that. Oh, everyone understand? Really? Dino, so is that Solan Chapumas? What's that? Okay, anyone else? It's okay, we need to know, you can be honest. Because the previous time I asked, I think a lot of people actually say that, but today all very quiet, they scared. English, Dino. Okay, so the rest actually know what are they for. Are you sure? Partially. Uh-huh. Any more? Partially. Okay, good. So the next section, actually, I want to walk you guys through on each and every one of them. Okay, You have been exposed, but now you can see the cycle. That's great. Because just knowing the session, it may not work like that. Or if there is a flyer being sent out, you say, oh, I invite because my coach asked me to invite. I just throw the flyer out to invite. It may not work like that. And then you're asking, I got invite, but my people don't want to join. So what they share, the level of attention they communicate with their customers at every step of the way, before they join something, after they join something, it's all very important. So understanding the cycle is great, putting in people is great, but not good enough. We still need to do the communication to make it really work, right? If we simply throw people in, it may not get what you want at the end, the outcome, okay? So know what's available. Number one is just now we dissect like 4 quadrants, right? Now we're gonna chop half. We're gonna dissect into 2, which is we have front end and we have the back end, okay? Now, I think most of you are pretty familiar and sort of know the front end, or you master pretty well on the right-hand side, okay? And but the back end is completely different thing, but it's the most important thing. Okay, so I want to show you what we have here. Like we have Lifestyle Hub. This is front end. We have, let's say, 7 days trial. We have fit hour sessions, or your fit club. Fit club is also a front end, okay, or master class. Because why all these things is where you invite people to, for what? To experience what we do, to experience the community, to see what it's like. It's also easy for your customers or ambassadors to share it out. Can you imagine you ask them, hey, can you help me share about Herbalife to your friend? They won't know how to share Herbalife, but they know how to invite people to Fit Club. They know how to invite people to Lifestyle Hub. It's easy, right? And then also international clients, location is no longer a problem, and definitely it's value added, okay? Why do people choose to start Herbalife with you and not Lazada, for example? Because this is a coaching program. You are not here to sell a product. If you're here to sell a product, you cannot compete with Lazada. But if you are here to provide a solution, a coaching program that you cover not just the product, nutrition product, you have support, you have workout, you have all the knowledge sessions, right? So this is the purpose, okay? So that you don't feel that, oh my God, how come there's so many sessions? I every day have to promote this, promote that, but you don't really know how to make use of them or how to send them to the right person. Okay, so this is the front end. All right, remember. Now the next one, which is we have book club and coaches highlight. I gotta say this is the most underrated sessions. Okay, like Grace mentioned, workout, you don't need to really promote because that is sort of like our brand and identity. People naturally love workout. They are attracted to fitness, right? But how do you want to attract people who's not just crazy about workout and they don't want anything else? Then it defeats the purpose of us doing the business as well. So how do you want to inspire them or to let them see more is whether you are using these sessions to your advantage or not. So what is the purpose of this? You need to know every single session events we have is not for fun, okay? Nothing better to do, is it? You need to use them to grow, okay? 180% nutrition, 20% fitness, but 100% mindset is important. I can guarantee you if your customers are only consuming in the 10 days and that's it, maybe they do a little bit of workout and that's it. They don't know any other coaches. They don't know what you do. They don't know why you're here. Their life expectancy as a customer, their lifespan as a customer will not be longer than 3 months, more or less. Okay, you need to write this down. If they are only consuming, don't even join 10 days or join 10 days for once or twice, right? They are not in the community. They are not exposed to all these other things. They won't last more than 3 months. Maybe they do, but that's it. They just consume by themselves. Then you can't think about, oh, I want to grow team, but I don't have team, my people not ready. It's because they haven't exposed to all this. And also to ABC, which is very important. We can't attract everyone that we want to attract, right? We need everyone's story. That's why our team is so amazing, because we have people from all walks of life. Can you imagine if I were to inspire an uncle who was from a corporate background? Probably not my story. I can inspire his daughter maybe, but not him. So I need someone else's story, right? No matter what is my position or no matter how much I know, we can't inspire everyone, okay? The more they know the coaches, the longer they stay. As easy as that. Now the next one, Sunday nutrition session. This is also very, very important. Okay, number one, if you are new, you need to back up the knowledge on the products, the nutrition itself. So you also know how to handle customers. That's for yourself, right? And number two, where on earth do you find you buy a product, they take care of everything, your workout, your nutrition knowledge, teach you how to cook, everything else, nowhere, okay? So it depends whether you know how to promote or not. Value added is all about adding values to your customers, why they should stick with you, why they want to stay with you. And the most important one is also to increase product penetration and consumption. Because most of the time, people are used to LOT and shake. They don't know any other things. Okay, the most you can do is maybe when you're doing follow-up call, you introduce one or two more. Or now in 10 days, you can start to post some videos on the amazing product videos, right? But in the nutrition session, it's next level because they have a topic. People want to learn, people are excited. But at the end of the day, they also know that, oh, this particular product can actually solve their challenge, can solve their problem. Okay, not to treat diseases, but you get what I mean. To increase the average consumption of personal volume. Can you imagine if they normally just take LOT and shake, right? You need 2 customers to do the same thing to give you an amount. But can you imagine if that customer, besides LOT and shake, she's also on fiber, omega-3, and F3. One customer, it's sort of producing 2 customers worth of consumption, if you see it that way, okay? So tomorrow, you guys cannot miss this nutrition session, okay? It's gonna be by Coach Ryan. And the next one, of course, Lean at Home project. Recently added one will be this Q&A session. I'm not going to elaborate much because Vatsala has shared quite a bit on it. And also, of course, to give them value. Where on earth you buy something, got a free Q&A session for you that you can ask anything. Nowhere to find, okay? And then most importantly is they get to meet and greet with the coaches instead of you behind the screen all the time. Now they get to see, oh, this is Grace. Oh, this is Mei Li. Oh, this is how Jason looked like, right? And of course, the most important part, the key purpose, no more surprise, the key purpose is to flow them into the concept overview, okay? So why we have all this is because maybe not every coach know how to promote. Not every coach know the right thing to say. But with all this success cycle in place, you can easily make your chocolate factory work. And then one more bonus is you got to learn from the senior coaches how to handle questions in Q&A session. People are going to ask lots of random questions, the frequently asked question. So do you already know how to handle them, how to answer them professionally or in a certain right way? So that is your chance to learn, okay? Because I don't think that, oh, I don't have client also, so I don't join the Q&A session. But have you already mastered? So remember the cycle that we talked about just now. No matter where you are, if you finish already, the key is to keep on duplicate, okay? So your goal is not just to walk through them, but until a point where you can be a coach to teach in team meeting, okay? That's your goal. Now we're gonna go into the back end, right? The other half, which is the most important one, WXS concept overview. The purpose, we all know, and the recruitment, and then how do you invite? I think Grace and Vasala also give a little bit of pointers with everyone already, right? So personally, how I invite is that I would invite customers who are having good results and they are very excited to share as panel. These two has to be criteria. Why? Because to be honest, not everyone who has good result are excited. Sometimes people have good result, but they are not excited. They are not positive. Don't know why, but never mind. All right. But as long as someone has good result and they are happy, excited, they are open, that's it. They're going to be my panel for the concept overview. Okay. And then otherwise, you can invite them to understand more how to consume cheaper. And then for those who's looking for opportunity, it's very straightforward. They gonna go in and then to see. But I have a tip for everyone is when I talk to some of you, I realize the way you invite people to concept overview is you tend to put yourself a little bit lower, which is if you're interested, you come and see. Or if you're free, you come and see. Cannot. Remember Benny's video? Cannot. You cannot invite people like that. If you invite people like that, it's just not gonna work, okay? So go back to what Grace was sharing just now. Have a call, what they're looking for, mindset grounding, what should they look for, okay? And then only put them inside. If you are serious, if they are serious, then this is, I need you to attend this, okay? It's not you free or not, or you interested or not. Different, huge difference, okay? And then another one, which is we started this year as well, business activation workshop. Now, I need to highlight, this is not a look-see platform, okay? Business activation workshop is for those who came out from HOM and they chose C and D already. So between the HOM and the business activation workshop, you have got to communicate with them a little bit as well. Instead of, oh, coach, I should see, okay, tomorrow you sign in this session. They also don't know what to expect, right? And you can't put people who just want A, they just want to consume for themselves because the message is not for them. Yeah, so it's for people who really gearing up to grow. So the purpose is, of course, to help new recruits to set their expectation, to immediately kickstart their next step. Again, why we do this is because not everyone know how to coach someone new, or not everyone know what to do with the person, brand new person who say they want to build a business, right? So you have this available, just use it and master it until one day you are able to really present it, okay? And then also to do focus group, they have a homework for those who attended the business activation workshop. So for all of you who's new and less than 6 months here, if you are here, I believe you all attended this workshop before you come in, all right? If not, ask your coach to talk to me. No lah. And then you also need to do focus group and then your goal setting within 48 hours, okay? Because beyond that, why? It just means maybe this person is not so serious. No sense of urgency, okay? So I highly suggest you to work with your coach on this. But at least now you understand the purpose of the entire thing, okay? So last but not least is we have this team meetings, intern team calls for some of the team you are doing this, future world team and active world teams calls, okay? So the purpose is now you want to be equipped with skills, but with skills is not enough. Have you got the mindset? Have you got the attitude and the character, the being of a coach ready? So all this takes time to build, okay? If you realize until this point, it's not just about how many customers you have or how much of numbers you have. So also one more thing, duplicate your coach before you duplicate yourself. If not, at the end when the chocolate come out, don't know become what shape, okay? So make sure you duplicate your coach and then your coach will let you know if you're ready to go on your own or work independently, then you can start to duplicate yourself, all right? So last but not least, the tip is that the highest level of training is all the Herbalife big events, okay? Remember all the underlined highlight just now, not an option. Spectacular, MDW, Extravaganza, and World Team School, okay? Now the purpose is, even though you may think that, oh, I know how to have a lot of customers, I'm the top retailer, why do I still need to attend trainings? They keep talking about the same thing, different speaker, but they say the same thing, different, okay? One main thing is, if you don't go to events, how will your people go to events? And then one more thing that's very confirmed in Herbalife is that anything is possible, okay? But if you want to grow to president team without event, it's impossible. That's the only thing that is impossible. Okay, you can write it down. Anything is possible. But if you want to grow the president team without outside of system and event, it's kind of impossible. Okay, we can't represent Herbalife. What we do, you see all the front end, all the day-to-day activities, lifestyle hub, feed club. It is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, the big picture is all underneath in all these big events. If you're talking about life-changing moments and events, so this is the one that everyone have to go there, have to qualify there, have to work towards it. Okay, so last but not least, to build network marketing business without system and event, it's like running coffee business without coffee beans. It's like running chocolate factory without chocolate. Okay, you guys get what I mean, yeah? So by saying all this, last but not least is that to wrap up, you guys can see, I hope you guys have a better idea on how to work your flow on and what is next for yourself and then for your people, for your customer and for your team, okay? But this is from Jim Rohn, which is so true. Our income seldom exceeds our personal development. And then which is why the big events is a must. So coming up, we have Spectacular. So if you have already bought your ticket, please type 1 in the chat. I am watching the chat right now, okay? And if you have not, you have last chance until Monday. And remember, just now we said it's not just you, it's how many people you want to bring, okay? So thank you so much, everybody. Ryan, back to you.
Thank you so much, Coach HooiLi. You know, lots of golden nuggets today, and I'm sure you guys have learned a lot. And you know, when Coach HooiLi and all the other 2 panels has been sharing, right, it reminds me of something. You know, when you are, I heard this from one of the coaches or so. It's like when you are having a customer, it's like you're supposed to treat them like your date like that. You're gonna date them through. Think about it. When you are like you start getting this date, are you planning your next date or not? Or are you gonna talk once a week? Really typing something, or twice a week like that? You're not gonna do that, right? Or only text, no? So you're really bringing them through. Oh, where should I bring this person to, and what next restaurant next? Or where should I go next? Should we go for a movie next? It's the same thing going through your success cycle. So don't be a player, okay? Get this customer, bring them halfway through, and then you ghost them or something like that, right? So it's the same. So I think this what Yan taught was like, really bring a person, like you're dating this person, okay? So it's a chance that you can date many at once in your life, okay? Date, all right? And then also it's a good reflection for you, like in the success cycle, look at the quadrant 1, quadrant 2, 3, and 4. At which point are you in right now? And it's fantastic that HooiLi has actually gave you some checkpoints. Like if you're in quadrant 1, you haven't mastered quadrant 1, make sure you go through the checklist. I know there's a lot of things to remember, a lot of things to promote, but focus on the checklist that has been provided just now. Or quadrant 2, that's where you need to master. You know, just focus on these things, repeat over and over itself, and you can see the panels like Vasala and Grace has showing a flow of how they bring through, and they have already thought about it, the flow, what the person needs, what they need, what they want, and what they share is really catered to their needs and bring them to the next event. You're not saying the same thing to every single person. Everyone's needs and wants are different and being motivated differently. Okay, so really wonderful session today. We're gonna have another about 5 minutes for Q&A. It's this time where you guys can ask questions. HooiLi is here today, so make sure you use her time well and ask questions that you're not familiar with. Okay, prepare yourself for 2021.
Oh, and remember tonight we have a party, yeah, everyone, at 8.
Yes, party. Okay, yeah. Speaking of party, tonight's session is gonna be very interesting. So I hope you guys are ready for it. We're gonna play games as well, okay? Yeah, and also just to prepare you guys, if you have a laptop and a phone, 2 devices will be best. A phone and a laptop, that will be better, okay? So anyway, tonight's party, dress up well, Christmas colors. It can be gold, red, green, white.
Dress like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, either one color lah. Don't try to don't become a Christmas tree. Okay. Anyway, let's start with questions. Questions. May I know how do you or panels invite AB customers to Spectacular? So from concept overview, option A and option B, how do you invite them to Spectacular? HooiLi?
Those option A and B. Okay. For customers, right? Normally I would use the nutrition and the personal development aspect to invite just customers. Yeah. So basically think about you want to use customer language or you want to use a business language, right? If it's just purely customer and then they are happy with their results, so I will let them know, hey, you have already been consuming for some time and your result is so amazing. And then of course, if you know that they are happy about their results, right? So let them know that coming January, we have this once a year big event. Normally we have to attend physically. And now, because of this, you can attend at the comfort of your home, right? So what is it about? We're gonna have doctors, world-class renowned doctors who share with us to teach us on the nutrition knowledge. So it's not from me, it's not from coaches, it's from doctors, right? And then also, what I love most is the personal development session to help you kickstart your 2021 strong. Yeah. It's easier to invite now because they don't ask where is it. It's at home and the ticket is only 50 ringgit. Yeah.
Awesome. Sometimes I would add in lah. I mean, I just say lah, Saja only. They might sometimes they launch new products also. Some people might be excited to call in. I'm not too sure, but maybe. Okay. So next question: would you invite the client to attend another HOM who choose AB in the first HOM? So would you repeatedly ask this person to join another round of HOM?
By the way, the rest of the coaches, if you guys want to answer, you can also answer. Yeah. So for Shiying, would I invite the same client who choose AB to attend another HOM? Not necessarily. Yeah. But if let's say this person joined in the first time just to listen, right? They choose AB, no problem. But I can invite this person again as a panel for the next round. Yeah. Or if I know certain panel or coaches gonna share their story that they will like it or they can relate, then I will invite them again to hear different story. Yeah. But if let's say this person attend AB, choose AB and then give you very negative response, then probably no need lah.
Awesome. Or maybe in different needs, they suddenly thought of moving on to the next level, different discount level, then you can ask them to join in again, no? If they have different needs, yeah.
There's no right or wrong. If you see there's a chance, there's a window for you to invite someone, just go ahead.
Okay, next question. Any more questions? Anyone? Hello, everyone. No more questions, really? HooiLi, can you, while they think of the question, right, you want to share a little bit history of how we came up with the success cycle or not? Like last time, what we do? Like kelam kabut, like don't know where, this and that. While they are thinking of question, so you need to type in question also if you want to hear grandmother's story.
Got question already. How many people do we target to invite Spectacular? Oh, as a team, as a whole wellness experts? Personal and team. So just now I shared a rough figure, right? If this is your first time, And of course, you yourself going is one thing, but how many people to go with you? If you want to grow towards a supervisor, at least have 3 to 5 with you. Okay, if you want to grow towards a world team, minimum invite 10 with you. If you want to grow towards active world team, minimum 20. The more the better, right? If you want to grow towards get team, minimum 50. And the beyond, we talk in tap team chat. And then as an entire wellness expert, the last year we went, I think we had 160 over. Yeah, so this year, I think we can aim 250 as a whole. Okay, Mo, the numbers. 250. 200 packs. So just to answer Ryan's question, right? Nowadays, honestly, for those of you who are being here, you guys are really blessed and lucky, okay? Because you have everything ironed out. Now, we are not complaining what we do last time, okay? We love it because it gives us lots of experience and let us pick up a lot of skills, right? But last time, Ryan, I don't know, you want me to throw back until how far away lah? But
50 minutes to throw back.
huh? But last time we didn't have 10 days challenge. We run weight loss challenges, but it's a different manner. Yeah. So some people are challenged by the location. They can't come anymore. They drop off easily. Yeah. And then we were running Fit Club as well, but it's not what you see currently. So last time when we ran Fit Club, we had 100 packs, to be honest. Yeah. But Herbalife business-wise, the coaches were not really growing. So the success cycle is a thing where you can see it's sort of like same but different. If you look at it just as the surface level, you will feel that, oh, I'm already doing it. But are we really growing the Herbalife business? Then it's a different thing. Yeah. So long story short, I just want to tell you guys are really lucky, okay? Because the coaches, the leaders, they have spent years ironing out all the processes to make sure that it's easy to duplicate and it works, okay? So like what you hear from Grace and Vasala, you just need to believe it and you just need to grow through it, okay? We have a question. As a coach, you may have challenges and obstacles. How do you keep yourself positive and motivated? I like this question. Would anyone else like to share a little bit on this? For Vandana, this question, very good. But I think I would say when you are still new on this journey, you just need to know that you sign up for challenges and rejections. They are a package deal. Okay. Positive and motivated, and then also if you really know your big goals, your big dreams in the long run, you will know all these challenges and obstacles are just here to test. And I got to tell you, you are going to be tested again and again and again. If today your challenge you feel is getting customers, is okay, let's say you feel that retail is your customers. I will tell you, even if you master your retail, the next stage you are going to be tested with another thing, right? So you just need to know that whatever challenges and obstacles you are having right now is just temporary. Definitely events and trainings. Huh, Michelle, huh? Okay, keep doing more numbers, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. New numbers, new energy, new people, new energy. It's like a wave, ups and down. Fantastic. Okay, so thank you so much, Coach HooiLi. I think we're gonna wrap it up right now. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. And our team meeting has been going through, but we're gonna the team meeting is still ongoing, right? And put on a different thinking cap when you attend team meeting each time, and bring more people, bring more of your intern coaches into team meeting as well. Continue bringing people in so that you guys get equipped, and each time we're gonna learn new stuff. We prepare new stuff for you guys, for you all to learn. And also just a few announcements. Later on, we're gonna have our Lifestyle Hub workout, and also tonight's session on our virtual party. So it's open for coaches only, not for customers. Yeah, only open for coaches. Your intern coach, all of them are welcome to join in. Intern coaches as well who are not in the.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. And then also stay tuned for tomorrow's session for our concept overview, and also the Q&A session as well. All right. So everyone, can you guys please turn on your camera? We're going to take a group photo together. Then we